Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Saturday, everybody. Hi, Deirdre. I guess it's me and you this morning. Good morning, good morning. All right, well, let's do this. Let's go into our heart. Hand on the heart and slow down the breathing. Add in some love. Breathe in love and breathe out love. Breathe in peace and breathe out peace. Breathe in joy. Breathe that joy out into the world. Put a smile on your face because Spirit magnifies incredible loving energy. And do the peeking. Bring somebody into your heart. Give somebody a beautiful heart hug this morning and let them know that you're grateful for them and that you care that they're here. And we have peas. Good morning, Jennifer. Good morning, Annie7. Peace and flow. Good morning to you. And day 96. I am worthy. I am enough. Miracles happen to me every day. Opportunities show up everywhere. Good morning, Bagheera. Bagheera saying good morning to everyone. Good morning, Kathy Hand. I'm glad you got your cuppa. I don't have my cuppa yet. I'm going to go get more lemons. I ran totally out of lemons. Good morning, Andrea Gregg. Hi, Jim. Jim, I hope you're not working today. I hope you're going to be able to spend the morning with us here at Cuppa. Hello, Bagheera. Are you saying hello to everybody? You little pea kitty. Come on. Come on. You can come over and say hello to everybody. What? You going to be camera shy this morning? Okay. It's okay. Well, you're getting big purrs from Bagheera this morning. And let's see, who else? Brandy. Good morning, Brandy girl. I'm worthy. I am enough. Miracles and happiness happen to me every day. What, sweetheart? Hi. I said hello. You can come up here if you want. Do you want to come up here? You want to be a pea kitty today? He doesn't quite know what he wants. But there he is in all his glory. Say hello. Say hey, peas. You're on the camera now. He is being a true kitty cat this morning. Good morning, Auntie Jean. Good morning, Leo. What, darling? I'm right here. I'm right here. Hi. Hi, can I help you? He's not sure what he wants, but he wants my attention for some reason. Auntie Jean, our eyes are open wide, our mouth is open in shock. Okay, stop. Stop. We are seeing things we thought we would never see. We don't know what the immediate future holds, but we know. All right, stop. Come here. Come on. Come up here with me. So you quit clawing at me. The outcome will be peace and love. Hold fast to faith, to trust to the divine, and all the heavenly host is with us and protecting our souls and our hearts. Absolutely. And just show up with your light shining bright. That is all we need to do, Auntie Jean. All right. Well, it's the weekend. And I've already gotten mine off with a bang. I spent the evening with a friend. We went out to hear some country music last night and had a wonderful time listening to some beautiful country music. I have cat fur all over my face now. All right, so I have story time. If we want story time this morning. Ooh, he got me good, and I just brushed him last night. Thank you for sharing your fur. Okay, so let me get to story time. It is called The Sacred Ride Through Darkness. Bread may feed my body, but my horse feeds my soul. I don't know who said that. It sounds like our Blue could have said that, right? She is our horsewoman, but I love that quote. Bread may feed my body, but my horse feeds my soul. I went to a concert tonight with a friend and discovered a very talented singer-songwriter. One of my favorites that he sang is called Rio, a true story about a horse ride. He explained that it's about letting go of the reins of the horse and trusting the horse in the darkness at times where you can't see. The message goes deeper than that, though. It's also about letting go of the reins of life and trust in God in the darkness. At times where you can't see, just trust his path and go with the flow. Don't try to direct yourself in any way that you're not meant to, because we cannot always see through the dark. There are times when we try so hard to drive the journey, to control the outcome, to force a direction, even when we are spiritually blind to what lies ahead. But the divine design is not always illuminated. God often asks us to surrender the reins, especially when it feels hardest to do so. To let go of the reins of life is not weakness, it is trust. It is divine partnership. For in that surrender, we discover that the path beneath us is not only sacred, it is supported. Dear angels, how do we trust when we cannot see? How do we let go of the reins when every part of us wants to hold on for safety? Dear ones, there is a rhythm to life that is far older than your fear. The rivers do not question their curves. The stars do not rush to rise. And the horses in the wild do not resist the dark. They lean into instinct, into trust, into the knowing that they are part of something greater. You too are part of that greater whole. Letting go is not giving up. It is remembering that you are not alone in the journey. When the path ahead is shrouded, it is because your soul is being invited to feel instead of see, to trust instead of know, to float instead of fight. If you are held by unseen hands, you are held by unseen hands, carried by currents of light, even in your darkest hour. Your role is not to direct the entire route. It is to listen to the whispers of spirit, to befriend the silence, and to trust that the one who created you is also guiding you. Step by sacred step, release the reins. The horse knows the way, and so does God. The angels whisper, when you walk in the dark, let your soul be your lantern. The light you need is already inside you, and the path will always rise to meet the feet that trust. Today, I promise to let go of the reins. I loved the story that the singer told last night, and it was a true story. He's from Texas, but he comes to Colorado to perform, and because he loves this area. And he said this was a true story. He had gone horse riding, and it got dark. And if there's no moon shining to light the way, it can be very dark here in Colorado. And I experienced that last night on my way home from the concert on the dark roads and looking out at the mountain sky, the skyline with the mountains and the dark night with really no moon to illuminate it. And he said he just had to trust that the horse knew the way, that the horse was not going to go over a ravine or stumble because it couldn't see the way. It just knew how to get him where he needed to be. So that was the analogy that he was sharing with us as well in our life, to just let go of the reins. Don't try to control it all, because we can't. We can only control how we show up. That's really the only thing we have control over. And we can't change others. We can't change the world. We can change it by changing ourselves, but we can't make anybody do something that they're not ready to do. So I thought it was such a great story, and I came home and talked to the angels and said, can we write about this tonight? And they wrote it so beautifully. So thank you for letting me share story time. Good morning, Kathleen Caputo and Catherine Kovacs. Oh, thank you, Andrea Gregg. Yes, I had a beautiful time listening to this man, and he was very spiritual and just really put on a really good concert. I'm glad I went. And I know there's a lot of darkness right now. Auntie Jean, you had referred to what the darkness is that's going on right now in the world. Our part is just to keep shining our light. Just keep on being, keep on doing, keep on going. That's all. Or just to show up. Kuan Yin says, her hand gentles the war. No matter how much chaos there seems to be in your world, trust it. It is just what is necessary to move you into the right place at the right time for what is meant to be in your future. When it is no longer needed, her hand shall gentle and end the war. No fighting. The kitty cats are feeling the chaos too, I suppose. Brandy, you're back. Oh dear. Not a good way to start your morning, my dear, but I hope you were able to hear the message and hear the Kuan Yin message. I've got cat hair all over me, so I'm itchy this morning. Good morning, Joanne. All right, so it's Saturday. What are you going to do with your Saturday? What are you going to do with this minute today that you have ahead of you? And opportunity to do whatever you want in this day. So let's hear what's going on. And maybe you're just staying put. I think that's what I'm doing today. It's a little crazy out there, and it's not a day to be out in crowds, I don't think. So I believe that today is a regrouping, recovering, rejuvenating day. That's what I believe. Kathy, I'm sorry to hear you had a rough night. I'm hoping that you can get some rest today. And I know it's important to acknowledge when we have things going on. The important thing is to not live there, to always strive for a better feeling thought, to not own anything other than perfect health, and to say those affirmations. I'm healthy, I'm healthy, I'm whole. Remember the attunement that Raphael gave us when we did the angel class this month, just a few days ago. And Raphael, in his attunement and his activation to his energy, told us that we are whole, that there's nothing to be fixed. And when we have a bad night, or we have a bad day, or there's something physical happening, then just hit that pause button. Take that sacred moment to say, I am healthy. I'm telling my cells the way it's going to be. I'm dictating how my body's going to be, not the other way around. So I've had to do this so many times in my lifetime, and our perspective and the way we treat our bodies makes a big difference. So talk to your bodies. And I think in our meditative prayer, we'll start it a little early. Let's do that. Let's talk to our bodies. So the angels are saying that that's what's needed right now for us to do that. So that's what we shall do. Deirdre, you've already finished your laundry, and next you need to change your sheets and do some cooking and get to the store and continue on with your happy self. That's it. It's perspective. It's what do you want to create, right? Do you want to create an aura of illness, or do you want to create, I am healthy, I am healthy, I am healthy. My body is working perfectly. All those cells are doing what they're supposed to do, and they're paying attention. So that's what we will do in our meditation today. I think that's something that Raphael is guiding us to go into, talking to our bodies. All right, so we are on page 23. Page 23 in Angels in My Pocket. And I hope Pocket Gazerber is listening to us. He's our little, or she is our little mascot for this tiny book. And Auntie Jean says, sometimes I feel we should have an all-night session for those of us who are having rough nights. I listen to you, sis, and give you a big hug. Yeah, hugging each other, loving on each other. And that's what gets us through those tough nights. And our mental mindset. What are we going to decide? Are we going to decide to have a good night and allow our bodies to rest and rejuvenate and be the best they can be? Because that's the mindset that's needed for us to be healthy. All right, page 23, first message. You are now shifting into a 5D energy field, and all that stuff does not fit in there. It's like the suitcase that is overfull. You force it to zip up, and then you complain about how heavy it is. Wouldn't the better solution be to only have what will fit into it? Do you not see that you fill your lives full of excess every day? What can you leave out of the suitcase? What is bogging you down and tethering you to the heavy energy? This goes right along with this discussion, right? We don't have to put pain in our suitcase. We don't have to put illness in our suitcase. We can leave it out. Just leave it out when you're packing for the day, when you're setting your intention of how your day is going to go. Leave out anything that's not serving you and your best and highest good. So if that's a label of an illness, a label of a disease, whatever it might be that's not serving you, you don't have to have that baggage. You really don't have to own it. So this is what the angels are encouraging us as well. Reflect upon the teachings of your spiritual team and apply them to your life as you embark on a journey of self-discovery and spiritual growth. Remember, within each of you lies the power to create a life filled with love, joy, and purpose. Embrace the journey as you walk each other home. The encouragement that we get from our support team, our spirit family, is so important. We have to really pay attention to what others are saying and help each other. If you see somebody that's struggling, you don't have to go into that low vibration. You stay in the high vibration. And I know sometimes I sound like a broken record when I'm saying this to you guys, but it's so true that if we see somebody that's really wallowing and doing the self-labeling of things that's wrong, then say something, give a hug, just say, you know what, I love you, and let love lead the way. What happens when that mindset still doesn't work and you have a bad night and can't sleep? For me, just thinking positive isn't helping. Am I the only one this happens to? It's, Brandy, it's a process. And it's really a dedication to turning away from all of those negatives. All the negative thoughts are only going to keep you up at night. Those negative thoughts are going to bog you down and make you feel heavy. And then you'll lay there and just let it grind in your brain and go over and over and over what's wrong instead of what's right. So I would say count your blessings. If you find yourself in that mindset and you can't shake it, you know me, I don't like that word can't. So Marietta says, we are practicing AAA. We are delayed from moving on. A replacement part for our toilet was supposed to be sent to us last week, but now we have to wait for it to be delivered on Tuesday. Good thing we know the angels are directing our progress on our journey. We are always in the right place at the right time, and we are grateful. EIWP. There's a reason for every delay. There's no accidents. There's no coincidences. So if something is not showing up in the time that we think we're supposed to get it, there's a reason for that. And it's not to frustrate us or keep us irritated. It's teaching us something. Sometimes it's just teaching us patience. So it's going to happen in right divine time, Marietta. All right, we got 2 more messages. You see, dear ones, to fully fill your world with the energy of peace, it begins with each of you igniting your light inside. So I would say to those who are struggling, especially at nighttime, with not being able to have the sleep come in easily, just do a visualization that you are lighting a candle inside of you. You're lighting that fuse, and it's going to glow with peace. It's going to glow with love, and it's going to allow you to have the rest that's needed to rejuvenate your body. All right, last one. Tell your loved ones how much they mean to you, and don't wait for special moments or days to do so. Laugh often and loudly. Absolutely. Laughter is one of the best things you can do for yourself. So I would say a suggestion that I would make, if you're struggling at nighttime to be truly relaxed, do something that makes you laugh. Watch a sitcom, um, read a book of jokes, just whatever it takes to get that giggle, to get that moment of releasing tension. And laughter is the quickest way to get your body to relax. So a lot of times what I do is just watch something funny, something silly. I sometimes watch an episode of I Love Lucy or Carol Burnett or some of the old comedies that were just fun. There's nothing that's heavy about them. There's no sarcasm. Comedy is not what it used to be. And if you can find something that makes you laugh, especially if it makes you laugh out loud, then do that. Do that for just a few minutes before you shut everything down and go into your moment of rest and for your body to rejuvenate. The laughter will help a lot. Hello, Mickey. Thank you for being here. And Leo says, every time I have a rough night or wake up feeling some kind of way, I acknowledge it. Then I say with intention, I release. It shifts the vibration instantly, and I start feeling better as the day goes on. It's the mindset. I'm serious, you all. And I know you hear me say this over and over again. And I'm not making light of those who are struggling with your insomnia or struggling with being able to relax the body, but there are things you can do. So instead of just keeping on wallowing in what's not working or wallowing in thinking that that's how it has to be, then use some of the tools, use some of what has been taught. I share everything that I use in my own life. I share that out loud with you all so that hopefully it will help somebody. If it helps one person, then my job is done. Kathy, yes, the old shows, those are the ones that are going to get you into the innocence, right? And when we go into our innocence, there's no heaviness. There's nothing that is tying us down and tethering us into a 3D energy. Because as the message said from the angels in the little book today, we're moving into a 5D energy. And we can't carry all of that heaviness with us to go into the 5D. We're going to have to learn to release it. So start now. Start with each moment that you're struggling and say, nope, I release this with love. And Auntie Jean likes to watch funny animal videos and funny baby videos. The babies right now, that's really insane, especially on TikTok. They're turning everything into babies. And I love it because it's so fun and it's so simple. And you just see the sweetness and the innocence in everybody. You know who they are. There's some of the Friends episodes that are now like the babies talking, and it's just fun. And Leo says, I agree, comedy is medicine, laughing is release. Absolutely. And Deirdre, I think I saw a message that said that you are sleeping better than ever. And it really is the mindset that I'm going to do this. My body's going to get the rest it needs, and I'm going to help it. I'm going to do everything I can to help the body to be relaxed, to know that it's loved, and just rise up, up, up. Darlene. Hi, Darlene. All right, so I know we had the message, the prayer from Deirdre. Let me get back to that. Thank you, Deirdre. Prayers for all humans, for Gaia and all who live on her back, for world peace, attention to human trafficking, support for all families living with addiction, and prayers for our troops and for the USA. Love that. Thank you so much for sharing that prayer with us every day, for reminding us of those things that are important to lift up, like our troops, especially the ones deployed and away from their families. Kathy Hand found a great meditation channel on YouTube that plays music in the different frequencies for the chakras. I listen to the ones with 432 hertz for sleep, and I sleep well until about 2 a.m. Well, set that intention. This is the other thing you can do before you actually drift away into that sleep time. Set your intention. Call your angels in, call your guides in, and say, okay, I know that there's been a pattern of me waking up. I choose to sleep tonight. I choose to let my body rest. Angels, can you watch over me and help that to happen? And when you ask, they're going to answer. And when you set the boundaries that, no, this isn't going to happen. I'm not going to wake up until I need to wake up, then it will happen. It will absolutely be the best thing for you. I have a very short 6-minute chakra clearing that you can do to take you through all the chakras. So I'll share that in our messenger chat because it's 6 minutes. You can listen to it in the morning, you can listen to it again at night, and it's just going to go through and open up the chakra energy so that you can relax and go into your sleep time. All right. So I know Brandy reminds us to pray for those who are touched by suicide, by dementia, and I want to add in depression in there. There's a lot of people that in the wintertime, they go into a seasonal depression with the darkness and not having enough sunlight. So, okay, so let's go into our prayers and then do a meditation with healing our body and talking to our body. Yes, absolutely, Kathy. Make that intention before you go to sleep. Set your boundary and tell your body the way you want it to be. Seriously, we have more power than we know over our bodies. So start doing that. Start talking and telling it what you want it to act like, to feel like, to be like, and watch how it responds. It's going to respond to you. All right, so let's take a deep breath in, find some place that you're comfortable, and just breathe into your heart center and release that breath out. And let's do a moment of grounding before we go through the chakras. So your next breath, I want you to envision that breath is going to travel the length of your body, going down and down and down the length of your body, of your torso, and out the bottom of your feet. And watch that beautiful breath as it connects in with Mama Gaia, and see it traveling underneath all the layers of soil down to the very core of Gaia. And in that core, there's a healing energy. There's lots of gemstones, crystals of all kinds, rocks, roots. So as you are here in the middle of Earth, what is calling to you? Or do you need to just be still and feel all of that wonderful pull of the healing energy. Whatever's needed right now. This is your grounding energy. So ground into the earth, however that feels for you. And then breathe it back up. Breathe it through the bottom of your feet, carrying with you that grounding, healing energy. And let it travel up, up, up the length of your body and into your heart center. And just anchor it right there. Let it stay there while we go to each one of our body parts. And I'm going to call in the angels to help us, especially Archangel Raphael, to be with each one of us right now. Raphael is the angel of the element of air. So if you feel a breeze or you feel some type of movement, that's Raphael helping you to do this healing of your body. Let's start at the top of the head, going to the crown chakra, and I want you to acknowledge your brain and say thank you. Thank you, brain, for doing your job. Thank you for working to perfection without me having to tell you, without me having to micromanage. You just do that job all on your own with guidance from God and direction from the Holy Spirit. Thank you. Thank you for helping me to be able to create, to be able to figure things out. Thank you for living the purpose that you have. And let's see each one of these body parts that we talk to as an energetic being, just like you were talking to a person. Talk to the body part, show gratitude, and ask if there's any part of my brain that's not working to perfection. We're going to ask Archangel Raphael to touch that part, to open up the energy field, to tell the cells to pay attention. If there are sluggish cells in the brain, then it's time for them to step up or to be absorbed by the body so that new cells can take their place. But it's time for our brain to be 100% in doing its job. And now let's go to the forehead. Thank you to our third eye, that pineal gland. Thank you for working to perfection. Again, if there's something that needs cleared, if there's a calcification of that third eye that's keeping us from the full realization of our spiritual gifts, we're calling in the healing angels to take a brush, to clean it up and make it so clean and shiny and new that all of our clairs are rising up. Thank you to the ears. Thank you for working to perfection. We're claiming that everything is working perfectly. If there's anything that's not working to perfection, we're asking for Archangel Raphael to perform the healing that's needed on our ears, on our hearing system, and allow for perfect healing to rise up within us. Thank you for our eyes. Visualize your own eyes. You know what they look like when you look in the mirror, and say thank you. Thank you that I'm able to see. And I claim perfection in my eyesight. I claim that all the cells are working perfectly, all the parts that are needed for my eyesight to be directed to perfection. I claim now that I am whole, I am healed, and everything is working as it should. Let's go to the sinuses, the sinus cavities. A lot of people having problems here right now. A lot of drainage, a lot of sneezing, a lot of reaction to pollen and things that's going on around us in the environment. So thank you to our sinuses for stepping up and for processing all of those pollens, all the allergens. Thank you for working to perfection. We appreciate you. We appreciate the nasal cavity that brings in the life-having oxygen. We appreciate that you take it into our lungs and that we release it back out. And we see that nasal cavity clear so that this process can happen with ease and grace. And thank you. Thank you for doing your job. Thank you to the facial structure, the cheekbones, the jawbone. Thank you for the gums. Thank you for my teeth. Thank you for the chin. Thank you for my neck. Thank you for the esophagus that takes in the food that is needed for perfect health. Thank you to the tongue. Thank you for every part of my face, my throat, everything working to perfection. Thank you to the spine at the back of my neck for holding my head upright. And if there's anything not working, if there's any bit of pain energy, call on Raphael at this moment, asking for the healing to be really concentrated in this area. And let's move on to the shoulders. Thank you to the shoulders. Thank you for the shoulder joints and that we're able to move our arms, move our extremities. Thank you for the elbows, the wrists, the fingers. Thank you that everything is working properly. We appreciate all the movement of the extremities. Going to the chest, let's give gratitude to the lungs for processing that oxygen that we have to survive. Thank you for taking it in, for cleansing it, cleansing our body, and releasing out any toxins that are in our body so that we can keep going strong and fully. Thank you to our tonsils. Thank you to the heart, that beautiful heart. Just take a moment and feel the heartbeat. Feel it syncing up with the heartbeat of Mama Gaia. And then getting in sync with the heartbeat of the universe. Feel your heart beating strong. All the vessels working properly. All the heart valves. Everything. If there's any plaque, if there's any weakness, anything going on in the heart, call in Raphael. Focus some healing energy right there in your heart and ask that it be working to perfection for you. And now let's move on to the abdomen, asking for our stomach to be working perfectly. If there's any issues with the digestion process, with upset stomachs, acid reflux, anything that could go wrong here. Call in Raphael and say thank you. Thank you for this body part. And thank you that I'm claiming perfection for the process that it has, that it does to take care of me, to eliminate anything from my body that's not needed. Thank you to the intestines for doing their job. Thank you to the liver, to the gallbladder, to the appendix, to the spleen, to the pancreas, seeing everything working to perfection, and then going to the back. Thank you for the spine that's keeping me upright. And again, if there's any pain energy in the back, call in Raphael and claim perfection. Claim that anything that's not working correctly, 100%, be cleared of any pain energy, cleared of any weakness, and that every cell is given the instruction to work to perfection. Let's go to the hips. Thank you to the hip bones. Thank you that I'm able to walk and to move those hips. And if you're unable to do so, again, call in Raphael, call in the healing angels, and claim your healing. Claim that any pain energy cannot live inside of your body, and release it now. Let it go with love. Let it go with ease, with grace, and claim that everything is working perfectly. Let's go to the reproductive system. See again, everything working to perfection, everything in the body that is there, working the way it needs to be working inside of you. Let's go to the thighs. Thank you to the thighs. Thank you for the strength of holding the torso up. Thank you for being able to move forward with ease and grace. If there's any muscle pain, ask that that be released. Call in Raphael. All pain in our body being released, being eased out and ushered out the door because there's no room for it in our body. I am healed. I am whole. I am pain-free. Let's go to the calves, the muscles in our lower legs, the knees. Thank you to the knees for flexibility. Thank you to the chakras in our knees for opening up, for helping us to be more flexible, to be able to move forward, to be able to bend, to sit down. Thank you to the ankles, again, for flexibility. Thank you for holding up the torso and for being strong. And if your ankles don't feel strong, ask Raphael to help build up the energy so that you can flex and you can move forward. Thank you to our feet, to the toes, to the bottom of the feet for connecting in with the earth energy. And now the body as a whole. Just say thank you to this wonderful vessel that you've inhabited. Thank you that I am strong. Thank you that everything is now working to perfection. And with the help of this healing angel, Raphael, pain is being released. Muscles are being built up. Everything, every organ is working to perfection. And if I skipped any organ, just remember to say thank you to it. I think I skipped the kidneys. So make sure that you say thank you to those kidneys for doing their job, to the bladder for doing its job. Whew. And now let's just lift up prayers. Any prayers that were stated, any prayers you're holding in your heart, let's release those. We love on them, we acknowledge them, and then we turn them over to the Creator, because it's not for us to have to do anything. Our part is just love. We just love and just let it go. How does that feel? Come back together. Come back in. And if you weren't able to do it in this moment while we're here right now, listen to the replay and go through each of those body parts. Take your time to go through it, to love on yourself, love the entire being of you, and it will make a big difference. When you start saying thank you to these body parts, it makes a difference. It's a different perspective. All right, well, let's go into our Leo. And we're going to get on with this beautiful day that we have. So I'd love to hear if you did the release, if you felt anything when you were going through and doing gratitude. It will make a difference if you take time to do that. All right. Thank you. I love you. Oh, Kathy, I'm so glad. Keep doing it. Keep doing the gratitude, keep doing the clearing, and have Raphael help you along the way.
Telephone is always one phone call away. Calling on the guys, the angels and the masters. Take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension. Morning Cuppa full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA.
Oh, Annie, I'm so glad that you did. Keep doing it. It's a constant reminder that we are in control of the body and not the other way around. Oh, Auntie Jean, we certainly will. We'll lift Jim up, and I'll reach out to Meg again. I had reached out to her a few days ago, but I'll let her know I'm here if she needs me.
Is the winning team, and you can side with us. There is always no space in the pot for more love. Take a spot and get the day started. Morning Cuppa full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy with all the
Kathy, that's awesome. I'm so glad.
Morning Cuppa full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup full of. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup full of. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup full of. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup full of.
Okay, to the AAA. Next up, align, allow. Allow that healing. It is a mindset. It is a definite decision on your part to be healed, for everything to work perfectly. Thank you. I love you. Oh, I love that, Kathy. I am grateful and I am healthy. Keep saying that all day long. Woo! I love you. Thank you for being here on Cuppa today. I know we went over a little bit, but I will be back tomorrow afternoon with the afternoon Cuppa. So take good care, everyone. Stay healthy. Tell your body, I am healthy, I'm whole. Everything is working perfectly in God's divine plan. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful, amazing, productive day. Bye for now. Namaste, y'all.